Hi, I'm here in Goa, in Taj Exotica, and whichever city I travel, I send out an invite for people who would love to come and meet me. And I tell you, I love to meet people. And one of the greatest things about my writing is that it has allowed me to connect with such like-minded people that it's really a joy to know, hey, someone else also thinks like me. Someone else is also in a parallel life like me. And after 8 years of writing, 8 books, I have realized we're all in the same boat. We all are connected. So it's an absolute pleasure. Whichever city I go to, I put it out on the social media. So please, you're welcome to come and meet me wherever I am, or invite me. I'll come wherever you are. So this entire series is about my new book, The Calling, Unleash Your True Self. And a lot of times people ask me, that how does one find one's calling? There was one lady who told me that I'm so confused that I don't know what I want to do in life. When someone tells me that, it hints to me how troubled they are, or how troubled their lives are, that they're confused. You see, and I trace it back to one common factor, which is dishonesty. People are not honest with themselves. I'm not talking about the lies you tell others. I'm talking about the lies we tell ourselves. I'll give you an example. Okay, first of all, people are comparing who they are to others. Starts very early. The parents start doing that. Usko dekh, isko dekh. I mean, tum apne ko dekho. What is the best that you can do? What is the best that you can be? The minute you compare yourself with others, it will steal your self-confidence. Even if you are doing well and they are not, it will put insecurity. What if he does well? So I think this whole custom about comparing yourself to other people in terms of looks, in terms of dressing, in terms of height, weight, career, income, it is a recipe for disaster. And anyone who is in that compare game is unhappy, is troubled, is confused. Now talk about your calling, that's like a million years away. So honesty and acceptance of your true self. How will you expect other people to accept your work when you can't even accept who you are? You need to be honest with yourself, yeah, and happy with yourself. There is nobody like you. There is nobody with your look, with your eyes, with your hair, with your body weight, and when you look at yourself and say, hey, that's me, yeah, however it is, that's me. That brings a sense of peace, a sense of calm, a sense of happiness, and that is a fertile ground for love to emerge, for your calling to emerge. You can hear your voice, otherwise it's noises, otherwise it's complaints, otherwise it's angst, otherwise it's sorrow. That's what you hear. What else will you hear? There are voices in your head, but they're not that of peace. They're not leading you anywhere. I mean, you look into families. People want to please their father, mother, boyfriend, husband, children. I mean, you lose a piece of you. Nobody wants to be themselves. Especially the youngsters, when the guy is wooing the girl, yeah, he's pretending to be someone else. He's wearing these clothes which he normally doesn't wear. He goes and gets the haircut which he normally doesn't do. Yeah, he would go work out in the gym, which he's going to quit right after he marries her. Yeah, so basically putting out this whole image just so he can get her. And you see, all this doesn't last very long. And when he comes back to being himself, the lady says, you've changed. But actually he had changed for you, but that was not sustainable. And now he's himself, and you don't like that. So where do you think that marriage is going to go, where you didn't even honestly portray who you are? Look, these are the clothes that I wear. This is how sloppy I am. This is my haircut. This is my accent. This is how I speak. And this is my paunch. And this is how much money I make. And this is my vision for the future. Do you like it? If she doesn't like reality, then maybe she should find someone who appreciates that. I mean, who she appreciates, and maybe you should find someone who appreciates you. Yeah, in the long run, that is viable. Even women, I tell you, first of all, as women I have seen, we look at alternate realities. We see the guy and then we see what can we make out of him. Koi baat nahi. You come into my custody, I'll change your hairstyle, I'll change the way you dress, I'll change the way you look, I'll get you to the gym, and I will teach you a little bit about business and make you do the investments that I want. As women, we are visionaries, and in trying to change that man, our focus becomes so much on him that we lose ourselves. You know, what are we doing in life? What is my vision? How should I look? Where should I go? Those questions become secondary, but our mission, impossible, which is really impossible, becomes to change the guy. Okay, and now we've lost a part of ourselves. There is no honesty, neither in accepting him, nor in, you know, being true to who I am. Calling, it's million years away. What is in your heart? Sorrow, rubbish, unhappiness. I mean, you become a troubled soul, and a troubled soul is not the kind of being who will go out and change the world. That being cannot even change his own life. The basis of finding your calling, of finding what shall I do in my life, is when you know who you are and when you have no problem with it. Of course, there is always room for improvement, but it's not out of comparison. It's not because he is doing it, therefore I should do it. It's not that I should be somebody, so you should like me. Yeah, it's not that I'm going to please you unreasonably so I can go ahead in my life. These are confused souls. These are troubled souls. This is unnecessary, filling your heart with so much sorrow that you don't know how to deal with it. And then you say, I want to go find my calling. Yeah, so take a step back. Who are you? How would you like to be? And just be. And I tell you, a person who is happy with himself, who's comfortable with himself, will allow other people also to be. What a beautiful world. What a beautiful family. You know, then your relationships will bless you because you allow them. Who are the people who allowed you to be who you are the people who were happiest with themselves. You know, and even if they did nothing, you were happy being around them. So try it. Be yourself, yeah, and show that real picture to others. Like I said, improve, but don't impress. Yeah, don't lie. Don't be somebody you're not. Give people a practice of seeing you, the real you. Yeah, even at work. Yeah, perform, don't please. Your performance should speak, not doing things to please them. Yeah, and that's the fastest way forward. And if honesty becomes the underlying factor in all your dynamics, your heart will be brimming with joy, and that is the fertile ground to hear that voice that emerges that says, I was born to be a writer. Otherwise, people may tell you, hey, you write so well, why don't you write a book? And you're like, nah. Haven't you told that to so many people? Hey, you sing so well, you should be a playback singer. I don't know. It is there. Other people can hear it, but they cannot, because there's so much noise, there's so much confusion, there's so much chaos. And the bottom line of that is dishonesty. I mean, I'm using a harsh word. Of course, it's not that harsh, but when you look at the quality of lives of people, it is harsh. It's easy to find and follow your calling when you are being yourself. Yeah, don't worry whether people will accept you or not, because it all begins with you. If I accept myself, you have no other option. It's when I don't like myself that I fear perhaps you do not like me. Yeah, so my book, the new book, is The Calling, and the main protagonist, this is what he discovers through this lovely adventure. And if this little talk is not enough, maybe the book will carry the message forward with you. It's a great book, and I can say that because I'm the greatest beneficiary. You see, I feel when it is your calling, thank you for the book. This is the book. It's my 8th book, yeah, and still going strong. All it takes, I tell you, all it takes is one rubbish book and my career is ended. So I am very critical of my work, because you see, as much as I love it, my test, my litmus test is, did I grow? Did I become a better person? Did my perspective change? Did my life change? Did my happiness quotient go higher? Did I become a more real person? Did I become more easy on myself? And the answer is yes. And by virtue of that, I can't help but share it out. You know, I'm doing this major, massive thing of 50 interactions, author-reader meets. And what is the primary purpose? The primary purpose is, you know, this book helped me in writing and in reading, and perhaps it could help you. Yeah, and even if you don't get anything out of it, it's a fun read. You know, even if fun is the only thing you're looking for, get on the adventure. Yeah, so stay true, stay reasonable, stay as you are, improve, don't impress, perform, don't please, and your calling will come very easy to you. I give you my word.